And welcome back out to Gallatin as we get set for our second game of the night tonight. It is the Albany girls taking on the Gallatin girls here in this matchup between the Grand River Conference and the Gallatin boys and the Albany boys as we get set for this matchup between the Grand River Conference and Grand River Conference West. For Gallatin, they come in with a record of 19-2 on the season, 7-0 in conference play in the GRC. And for the Albany boys, they come in with a record of 13-9, 3-5 in conference play in the GRC West. And Brett, we talked about it a little bit during the girls' game. These are two teams that'll be playing in that Class 2 District 16. So this does have some district implications, especially with Maysville being in that district as well. These two teams, Gallatin and Maysville, will play each other Monday night to see who can win that GRC conference and become the champion in that. So, again, a lot of district complications, but also just kind of see where they are compared to some of the top teams in that GRC because they've already taken on Maysville twice and beaten them twice, once on a neutral site.
Albany has beaten Maysville, like you said, twice. They're the other undefeated team in conference play in the Grand River Conference. So we'll see how they do against Gallatin tonight. I tend to think that Gallatin does have a leg up on Maysville. We haven't seen them play this year, but we saw them last year in districts, and they were really good defensively, played really well as a team, and they really didn't lose a whole lot. Gavin Wilmus is back, and he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink for this team. But they have a lot of guys up and down. I think it's Price Johnson, who I was also impressed with last year. Now the team is kind of senior heavy, whereas last year it was a lot of juniors and underclassmen that were doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So this is like kind of the last chance for a lot of these guys to make a run. They've had a phenomenal season, undefeated in conference play, and looking to make a deep run. But it is a Warrior team that they're facing that is very scrappy. They don't give up easy. They are, however, coming off a bad loss at Princeton. It was kind of a slow start for Princeton. Albany was able to hang with them for about a quarter or so. But then after that, the floodgates kind of opened and Princeton ran away with that one. We'll see if we're in store for a game like that. Gallatin doesn't just win, they win big. If you go and look at their scores, I mean, all of their wins are by a lot. They have some 40-point wins, I think one 50-point win, a lot of 30s and 20s. So they don't just win, they win big. And that's the mark of a good team. You don't just win, you win big. I mean, you don't let anything kind of let you get slowed down. Well, we won, but it kind of felt like we lost. So this is a really good Gallatin team that I think Albany's going to have some trouble with.
Yeah, and we kind of mentioned it with Albany. This was kind of the part of the season where you're like, okay, what is Albany made of? They had the loss the last couple weeks. They lost to North Harrison on the road. They lost to Princeton on the road. They played tonight here in Gallatin on the road. And then they're back at home and against another district opponent in East Atchison on Thursday for senior night. And then they will be back on the road at South Harrison and then finish the season against a Platte Valley team that they kind of want to get some revenge on the 1-point loss at the buzzer beater at the Stanbury tournament. But again, for the Warriors, they've kind of hit the streak where they're playing some really tough opponents here down the stretch, getting ready for postseason play. We'll see how it turns out against a really good Gallatin team when we come back with more. All part of your BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
Here are tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
First, let's welcome head coach Curtis Cox and the Warriors from Albany High School. A sophomore, number 3, Sam Papa. A senior, number 4, Barrett Laurel. A senior, number 5, Chase Palmer. A senior, number 12, Nolan Laurel. And a senior, number 32, Shay Miller. Starting lineup for your Gallatin Bulldogs. At guard, 5'10", senior number 11, Bryce Johnson. At guard, 6'2", senior number 12, Jack Donovan. At forward, 6'3", senior number 14, Sullivan Bird. At forward is 6'1", senior number 23, Gavin Willis. And at forward is 6', senior number 25, Jackson Ober. Bulldogs are coached by Coach Tanner Smith, assistant coach Harris Cameron.
Again, those are tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups for the Warriors. It'll be Samuel Papa, Barrett Worrell, Jace Palmer, Dalton Worrell, and Shea Miller. For Gallatin, they will start their 5 seniors: Bryce Johnson, Jack Donovan, Sullivan Bird, Gavin Wilmus, and Jackson Olberg. As we prepare to tip off tonight's game, remember to tip off your future retirement on the right track by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. It'll be Wilmus and Palmer doing tonight's opening tip-off. It is won here by Gallatin. Bryce Johnson to bring the ball across midcourt. Warriors will start out. And a man-to-man defense. Right wing. All right, take that back. It looks more like a zone, like a one. Well, it was a zone of some sort. I can't pinpoint exactly what it was there off that first possession. It was a quick steal by the Warriors. Shea Miller up top for Barrett Worrell. Man-to-man defense played here by Gallatin. Dalton Worrell gets it down inside for Palmer. Back out Barrett Worrell, left wing three, misses off iron, rebound pulled in by Olberg.
Ware's got a good look early, just a little bit short there from Worrell.
Maybe a 1-3 or 1-1-3 zone played here by the Warriors. As into the corner with it for Wilmus, high post for Olberg. Up top, shot from three from Donovan, misses off iron. Olberg pulls down the rebound.
Warriors had trouble boxing out coming out of his zone Friday night against Princeton. Early offensive rebound given up there.
Driving in, putting up the jumper from just past the free throw line is Price Johnson. Full court man-to-man here for Gallatin as bringing it across mid-court here will be Barrett Worrell. Barrett will drive, goes all the way in, rejected away by Wilmus. Papa that time waits for the defenders to go up, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound picked up here by Wilmus.
And both Worrell and Papa there kind of went in amongst the trees there and tried to get a tough shot. Just kind of forced it both times, I think.
Bird over to Olberg, right wing. Back up top with it for Donovan. Right wing, Wilmus misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in, this time here by Jace Palmer. Lost it, picked up here by Johnson. Goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. Foul will go against Barrett Worrell. It'll be his first, team's first, as Price Johnson looks to finish off the three-point play.
It's kind of similar to what we saw Friday night. The Warriors just had a real hard time getting settled into their half-court offense. Everything was just really hard against the full-court pressure.
Johnson will hit the and one. It's a 5-0 lead. 5:58 left to play here in the first. It's a full-court man-to-man pressure. If you just get out of there, which is kind of what Coach Cox is saying, it kind of takes away that trap as Jace Palmer in that corner trying to get it off here for Dalton Worrell. Takes it right down to the block, and a foul going to be called against Gallatin as Dalton will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to go against Jackson Olberg. It'll be his first, team's first.
Yeah, I think Gallatin's wanting to try to guide you into the sideline where then they will trap. If you just kind of clear out and let Barrett go one-on-one, if he stays in the middle, it's going to be hard to get a trap put on.
Dalton will hit both free throws. 5-2, Gallatin with the lead over the left wing for Bird. Up for Wilmus to Johnson. Right wing for Donovan. Johnson left wing to Bird, inside for Wilmus. High post, back door to Donovan. He's going to be fouled here on the floor. It's going to go against Samuel Papa. They're going to say he was in the act of shooting. Ooh. Foul against Papa, his first. And it's going to the line. Here will be Jack Donovan.
It's a good backdoor cut by Jack Donovan. I'm not sure that he wasn't going up to catch the pass. I don't know.
First free throw from Donovan is good. Misses on the second. Wilmus tips it up. Olberg will pick up the rebound. Donovan drives and again going to be fouled and again going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, again, offensive rebounds will really, really kill you. We saw that in the girls' game. Albany got all those offensive rebounds early, and now Gallatin boys here really cleaning up the glass here against the Albany boys.
That's the first against Palmer. Already 3 team fouls against the Warriors as Donovan will hit the first. Second free throw is good. 8-2, it's a 6-point lead in favor here are the Bulldogs. Shea Miller with the basketball. Will bring the ball against the pressure here from Gallatin. Jace Palmer top of the key. Up top for Barrett Worrell. Barrett dribbles in, leaves it off for Miller. He'll drive in. Finds Papa, deep left wing 3, knocks it down.
Nice shot there by Papa. Warriors going to call timeout.
Timeout called by the Warriors. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. And welcome back out again here to Gallatin. Gallatin basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. 8-5, Gallatin with the lead. Johnson over to left wing for Bird. Back up top to Johnson, right wing to Donovan. Cross court for Bird. Leaves it for Wilmus inside, who puts it in for two.
I was just about to say, we haven't really heard much out of Wilmus early here in the game, and they finally found him inside there. Nice pass to set him up with a nice easy shot, and he put it in.
Dalton Worrell gets it off here to Palmer, just able to keep it in on the sideline. Papa is going to be called for the travel.
Yeah, I think one extra step there, trying to kind of get away from the defense, and I think that was the right call.
Olberg will check out. Checking in will be Reed Emery here for Gallatin. Emery with the basketball left wing, sends it across for Donovan. Back up top to Johnson. Backdoor, Donovan goes up, can't finish. Bird with the rebound, out to Johnson from three. Misses off iron. Wilmus will pull in the rebound. Leaves it off, Bird for two.
You can see Coach Cox wanted to travel there. May well have been a travel, but again, Warriors just really not doing a good job on the boards.
And then Dalton Worrell will lose it in transition, picked up by Johnson. Leaves it off for Donovan on the baseline for Bird. He's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. Is Shea Miller going to pick up the foul? It'll be his first, team's fourth.
Yeah, it's 4 fouls for the Warriors, and one thing that I always think about is how is the team that's pressing got this many? They have 1 foul. The Warriors have 4. Don't really see a discrepancy like that, especially when one team's pressing. The Warriors racking up the fouls here in the early going.
Banking in the first is Zayden Palmer. Banking that shot in was Bird. Zayden Palmer will check in here for Shea Miller. Second free throw from Sullivan. Bird misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Zayden Palmer. 13-5 is the lead as a trap comes away at the steal. Trying to get it back for Emery off the pass from Wilmus. Wilmus inside. Donovan misses. Rebound picked up here by Jace Palmer.
Well, it's the exact same thing we talked about in the girls' game, except the roles are reversed. The Warriors are not rebounding well and turning the ball over quite a bit here. It's really tough to win whenever you're doing that.
Barrett Worrell with the basketball. Gets it to his brother Dalton on the backdoor cut, and he's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Good backdoor cut there by Dalton, absorbing the contact. It was going to be a tough finish there, and just couldn't quite get it to go, but got to knock down a couple free throws here.
Emery will pick up his first, team second, as Dalton will hit the first free throw. Warriors have either been fire hot from the free throw line this season or ice cold, as Dalton misses on the second. Emery will send it over to left wing for Johnson. And Emery will have it left wing. Shot from 3. Rims out. Wilmus on the rebound, and the putback no good. Tipped out of bounds off of Gallatin on the rebound.
Another offensive board there. Gallatin just couldn't quite convert it, but that's been a problem area for the Warriors here so far.
Pop it to inbounds here for the Warriors. Gets it inbounds here for Dalton Worrell. Papa to bring it across midcourt, has it up at the top of the key. Papa right wing for Dalton Worrell. Trying to get it down to Jace Palmer, and Wilmus trying to keep it in play. Almost takes down a middle school student in the fan section. Timeout going to be called here by Albany. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so don't miss the shot. Make the clutch play at Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From fresh flower bouquets to sweet candy bouquets, they've got gifts that score every time. Check out several new tumblers and unique gift boxes that are total slam dunks. Don't wait for the buzzer. Beat the clock and bring home the win this Valentine's Day with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts. When it's game time for love, Briar Patch delivers. 2:23 left to play here in the opening quarter, 13-6. Gallatin has the lead. Albany has the basketball. Coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Shea Miller will inbounds here for the Warriors. Inbounds in the corner here for Zayden Palmer. Up top for Miller. Back up top for Dalton Worrell, left wing Palmer. Zayden back for the senior Dalton Worrell. To Papa. Dribbles his way into the defense. His shot. Up and in for two.
Nice finish there by Samuel, because there was a lot of contact there from behind.
Yeah.
That he was able to finish that one through. So nice job by him.
Donovan left wing for Johnson. Back up top to Jack Donovan. Over to Johnson left wing. Donovan right wing for Emery. Emery dribbles in, sends it to Donovan. His shot from three, misses off back iron. Tipped out of bounds, off the hands of Reed Emery.
Wow, that ball was coming in hot into the crowd.
Somehow Coach Cox did a...
I was going to say, I thought I was going to catch him right in the face for a second.
Quick little head movement to get out of the way of that one. And then turn around, did it hit anybody? Papa's pass stolen away by Johnson, then tipped back out of bounds off the hands of Papa.
Again, Warriors just having trouble here with this full court pressure. Even when they're getting buckets, it just looks, they have to work really hard for it.
1:26 left to play here in the first quarter. 13-8 is the lead here in favor of the Gallatin Bulldogs. Barrett Worrell will come in at the next stoppage here for the Warriors with 1:20 left to play here in the first. Up top for Johnson. Now looks more like a one. Still in that 1-1-3 zone as the ball tip picked up by Zayden Palmer on the rebound. Shea Miller gets it across midcourt. Jace Palmer with the basketball, dribbles in, goes up, and he's going to be called for the travel before he can get the shot up.
Yeah, even without the coming down on 2 feet, he still took an extra step there, so definitely a travel.
Zayden Palmer will check out as Barrett Worrell will check out, as Jackson Olberg will check in here for Wilmus. Over to left wing with it here for Ty Dowell. Emery back to Dowell, left wing. Finds Olberg on the baseline. Dowell up top for Johnson to Emery. Drives baseline. Back to Dowell on the weak side. And it's going to be off the foot of Papa as it's kicked. Basketball will go to Gallatin. .29 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. 13-8 is the lead in favor of the Bulldogs. Into the corner for Dowell. Up top for Emery, back to Johnson. Shot from three in the corner. Misses off iron. Jace Palmer on the rebound. Barrett Worrell drives through, puts it in off glass for two.
Nice finish there by Barrett. Again, 3-point game. Warriors hanging around here in the first quarter.
Johnson top of the key. Dribbles in, sends it back out for Emery. Back in the corner, Johnson from three. Misses off iron. It's a 3-point ball game in favor of the Bulldogs as we go to the second quarter when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. Albany basketball to start out the second quarter play. They trail by 3. Here 13-10. Every time it seems like Gallatin's going to run away and hide, Albany has an answer as this one tipped out of bounds here off of Wilmus. Pop it inbounds up top for Palmer. Sends it for Miller baseline. Back out to Papa for Barrett Worrell. Dalton Worrell's pass to Palmer tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay here with the Warriors. Gallatin now in a little bit of a zone defense here, at least off the inbounds. Into the corner for Barrett Worrell, out of bounds, off the hands there, of Reed Emery.
Gallatin's done a really nice job of getting a hand in the passing lane at all times. A couple of batted passes.
Dalton Worrell's pass up top to Johnson, stolen away, or up to Barrett Worrell, stolen away by Johnson. Barrett able to knock it away, picked up by Papa. Papa gets the ball across midcourt and then stolen back away here by Johnson. He'll lose it out of bounds here in front of the Warrior bench. Coach Cox wanting to say that Johnson had stepped out of bounds before he lost it.
Yeah, we're starting to see this is something that we talked about before. I mean, as a player, you're not going to get more calls because you decided to talk to the official.
Reed Emery baseline, sends it back up top for Bird, over to left wing to Donovan. Johnson left wing, back up top for Donovan, high post to Wilmus. Turns around, puts up the shot from the free throw line, rims out, rebound picked up by Dalton Worrell.
Good defense there by Shea, just had a hand in his face, made that a tough shot.
Barrett gets the ball down to his brother Dalton. For Jace Palmer, pass maybe just took him out of the shot a little bit as Donovan comes away with the block, and then the second time Jace goes up, he will be fouled and will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
Again, the Warriors are going to get free throws here, but again, it's just kind of, it feels like the Bulldogs have the Warriors a little bit out of control here. It's not hurting them too much yet, but you feel like it could start to eventually.
Jace will miss the first free throw attempt as Aiden Palmer will check back in here for Shea Miller.
Now with Shea out, we've seen the Warriors at times get a little bit out of control and start turning the ball over, so we'll see what happens.
Jace misses off back iron on the second. Rebound pulled in here by Johnson. Wilmus to Johnson. Over to left wing to Donovan. Right wing Emery from 3. Rims out, rebound. Pulled in here by Wilmus. Misses off back iron as Donovan will pull in the rebound, and he's going to be fouled from behind.
A couple second chances there. Warriors not boxing out.
So the foul against Jace Palmer will be his second, team's first. As the first free throw from Donovan bounces out. 13-10, Gallatin with the lead. 1:40 gone here in this second quarter. Second free throw attempt from Donovan. Rims out. Bird lost it on the rebound, picked up here by the Warriors. And they're going to get a kick here off of Gallatin, stays with the Warriors. Pop it inbounds here for Albany, up top for Barrett Worrell. Barrett top of the key. Over to the right wing for Zayden Palmer. Deep on the right wing for Papa. The Dalton Worrell with the high post. Back out for Jace. Jace Palmer drives baseline. Goes strong, leaves it short. Donovan pulls in the rebound, and then swatted and knocked away here by Dalton Worrell. Dalton sends it left wing for Barrett Worrell. Into the corner for Palmer. Jace Palmer spins. Goes up, can't get that one to quite fall, gets his own rebound, goes back up, puts it in for two. And now it's a 1-point ball game in favor of Gallatin with 5:36 left. A timeout called by Gallatin. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. It'll be Gallatin basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. 13-12, Gallatin with the lead, 5.5 left to play in the second quarter. Price Johnson sends it over to the right wing for Donovan. Back up top for Johnson. Left wing for Bird. Into the corner with it for Emery. Johnson, top of the key. Back over to Emery. Dribbles in. His shot misses off back iron. Donovan trying to pull down the rebound. Loose ball. And it's going to be a jump ball that stays here with Gallatin.
I think the Warriors are doing a nice job defensively. It's just that the offensive rebounds have really hurt them here in the first half, but I mean, honestly, they've been doing a nice job on the defensive side of things.
Olberg will check in for Bird. Miller will check in here for Zayden Palmer. Ball inbounds up for Johnson. Back inside to Wilmus. The inbounder as he'll put it up and in for two. The most dangerous person on an inbounds is the inbounder, as Wilmus proved that right there. Barrett Worrell has it stripped away. Rolling around the floor with it, but he's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin basketball.
Yeah, just a little bit careless with the ball. I mean, dribbling it right out in front of you.
Well, and Gallatin's playing kind of a soft or a man-to-man pressure defense. Just get out of there and just let him bring it up, and there's no trap available. Reed Emery over to the right wing for Price Johnson. High post for Wilmus. And he's going to get tied up. Basketball will go to Albany. Dalton Worrell gets the ball across midcourt. Goes up, too strong off glass. Rebound picked up here by Donovan, and he's going to be calling for the double dribble.
Yeah, a slight moment of indecision there by Donovan, wanting to get it out ahead to Wilmus, but just decided not to. Unfortunately, he had already picked up his dribble.
Zayden Palmer will check in here for Barrett Worrell with 4:34 left to play here in the second quarter. Dalton Worrell gets the ball across midcourt, has it knocked away, and he's going to be call out of bounds here off of Gallatin. Jace Palmer to inbounds. Here for Dalton Worrell, left wing into the corner for Zayden Palmer. Spins through a trap, gets it to his brother Jace. His shot off the mark. Price Johnson on the rebound. Johnson up top for Wilmus. Back into the corner to Johnson. Emery up top for Donovan. Into the corner for Emery. High post for Wilmus. Knocks it down. As Wilmus with 6 points here in the early going for Gallatin. His team leads 17-12. 3:50 left to play here in the second quarter. Papa trying to bring the ball across midcourt, and a foul going to be called here against the Bulldogs. It'll go against Price Johnson. It'll be his first, team second.
Gallatin's waiting for him to get to half court and then just trying to trap him right as they get across where they have nowhere to go.
You keep hearing Coach Cox yell, hey, get away from there. Let him bring it up on his own. Papa gets the ball across midcourt. Lost it, picked up by Zayden Palmer, up top for Jace Palmer. Into the corner for Shea Miller. Back up top for Palmer. Drives in, waits for the defense, can't get the shot to go. And then a jump ball is going to go to Gallatin.
Palmer's having a rough night, not shooting a high percentage, missed a lot of shots from 2 feet and in, just having kind of a rough night here in the first half.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the same thing he had on Friday night going up against Cash Holt and inside along with Hunter Lowry. Emery back up top for Johnson. Back over to the right wing for Emery. Baseline for Wilmus. Emery shot from 3. Rims out. Rebound pulled in here by Dalton Worrell. And they're going to get a carry called here against Dalton Worrell.
Yeah, they're trapping right as soon as they get across half court. Just got to, wherever it comes from, try and kick it to that guy, whoever the defender is coming off of.
3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Up top for Johnson, into the corner for Olberg, back to Johnson. Into the corner. Shot from 3 from Donovan, misses off the side of the backboard. Olberg, though, pulls in the rebound. Olberg with the basketball, sends it back out to Wilmus. Misses off iron. Rebound, though, pulled in by Donovan. Wilmus again will drive in, and he'll get the bucket. (19-12). Gallatin leads. 2:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Shea Miller left wing. Up top for Dalton Worrell, top of the key. Over to the left wing now for Samuel Papa. Papa dribbles in, loses it, picked up here by Olberg. Goes up, can't get the shot to fall, tipped around. Zayden Palmer on the rebound.
Minute 45 to go here. Warriors need to get a bucket or 2 here to go into the second half with a little bit of momentum.
Ball tipped out of the hands of Papa, picked up though by Jace Palmer. He'll have his pocket picked. Bryce Johnson up top for Donovan. He's going to be fouled, going to go to the line to shoot 2. As picking up the foul will be Samuel Papa. It'll be his second, team second.
Yeah, careless with the ball right now. Warriors are. Gallatin's just doing a really nice job of having active hands, getting their hands in there and slapping the ball away.
Donovan will hit on the first. Checking in for Gallatin will be Cord Endicott. As he'll check in here for Wilmus, as Barrett Worrell will check in here for Samuel Papa. Donovan will miss on the second free throw, short. Dalton Worrell brings ball across midcourt. Gets it down for Zayden Palmer. He'll be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Gotta put these in here. Get both of them. It's down to a 6-point game, but you always want to try and at least get one. You don't want to come away empty-handed. At the minimum, you want to get at least one.
Donovan picks up the foul. That's his second, team's third. As Zayden Palmer will miss the first deep off back iron. Emery will check in here for Donovan with 1:26 left to play in the second. It's an 8-point Gallatin lead at the moment with 1:26 left in the second quarter. And the Warriors, Jace Palmer, going to be called for the lane violation, as he got out before Zayden even let that ball leave his hands. Johnson sends it over to the left wing with it for Dow. Inside for Endicott. Goes up, can't get the shot to go. Paul, shot tipped up, pass, rebounded here by Olberg. Johnson baseline. Out to Dow, up top for Emery. Emery drives in, and a foul going to be called against the Warriors. It's going to go against Zayden Palmer. It'll be his first, team's third. Emery will miss on the first. Wilmus will check back in as he'll check in here for Price Johnson with 53.2 left to play in the opening half. Second free throw here from Reed Emery. Misses off iron. Olberg, though, pulls in another rebound here for Gallatin. As Emery shot from three, no good. Wilmus there to pick it up. As Gallatin just killing the Warriors on the board here tonight. Barrett Worrell gets the ball across midcourt. Dribbles down to the block, puts it up off glass, no good. And they're going to get a jump ball that stays here with the Warriors. As both Worrells along with Endicott getting down on the floor trying to pick up the rebound. And the jump ball stays, or will go to the Warriors as Zayden Palmer will check out and Samuel Papa will check back in. Papa to inbounds here for the Warriors. Up top for Jace Palmer. Up top, Barrett Worrell, shot from three. Drains it.
Big shot. The Warriors needed a little shot in the arm there. Down to just 7 now. Can you get a stop here at the end of the half, though?
Top of the key with it, Reed Emery, as Gallatin looks to play for the final shot here of the half. Wilmus back up top for Emery. Back to Wilmus. Left wing three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Papa, and a jump ball stays here with Gallatin. And that's not necessarily what you want for Gallatin. That's going to give Albany the ball to start out the second half. They do have 0.6 seconds left, though, as checking back in will be Price Johnson.
Yeah, just got to catch and shoot here. Can't foul a jump shooter.
Wilmus from just past the free throw line, rims out. And after one half of play, it's a 22-15 lead here for Gallatin. Remember your halftime tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. There's something special happening in downtown Albany. Our small town charm, our local businesses, and our historic Main Street are the heart of our community. And now we're investing in the future. From restoring storefronts to supporting entrepreneurs to creating new places for families and visitors to gather, Main Street Albany is leading the revitalization of our downtown. When you shop local, volunteer, or support Main Street projects, you're helping build a stronger, brighter Albany for generations to come. Join us as we keep moving forward. Main Street Albany, investing in our community, restoring our history, and building our future. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. And welcome back out again here to Gallatin. It's a 22-15 lead in favor of the Bulldogs here at the half. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Stan Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch, and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just up the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Main Street Albany, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Gallatin School Districts, and the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. Take a look at the stats from the first half for Gallatin. They're shooting 8 for 31 from the field, 0 for 12 from behind the three-point arc, 6 for 13 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring at the moment by Gavin Wilmus with 10 points, 5 points for Price Johnson, 4 points for Jack Donovan, 3 points on the night for Sullivan Bird. For Albany, tonight from the field, they're shooting just 5 for 15 from the field, 2 for 3 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 8 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Samuel Papa, Barrett Worrell with 5 points, 3 points for Dalton Worrell, 2 points on the night for Jace Palmer. And Brent, the big thing that jumps out at you there from those first half stats, 16 more shots put up in that first half by Gallatin than Albany. A lot of that coming due to the rebounding that Gallatin is doing, not only on the offensive side, but not allowing Albany to get any offensive rebounds. They're doing a good job on both sides rebounding, and then also the turnovers by the Warriors.
Yeah, both those things have really bit the Warriors here in this game. But they're only down by 7. However, you just don't know how long they can hang around while doing that out on the floor, not rebounding, giving the Bulldogs a lot of offensive rebounds, and also turning it over as much as they are. You also don't think that the Bulldogs are going to go over 12 again from 3, especially because some of those were contested, but also there were some that were pretty wide open, and you just don't think they're going to have that cold of a shooting night for the entire game. So there's some things the Warriors got to clean up. It's been a low-scoring game. I mean, 22-15, very low scoring for a boys game. But, hey, it's been a defensive battle. We talked about Gallatin's defensive abilities in the pregame. Of course, the Warriors under Coach Cox have been a defensive-minded team. So not exactly a surprise, this score. You just wonder how long it is until the floodgates kind of open. We saw it was kind of one moment, and then Princeton got out to the races against the Warriors. We'll see if that happens here in the second half with Gallatin.
Yeah, for Gallatin, shooting just over 25% from that field in that first half, but shooting 42% from inside the three-point arc. Again, the 0 for 12, you figure that's probably not going to happen again in the second half. If you do, maybe that is a sign for the Warriors. But as we've talked about multiple times, any time that you let a team hang around, the more momentum they get, the more feeling they get, hey, we have a chance in this. And the longer that Albany's able to hang around, look for maybe that momentum to switch to Albany and Gallatin maybe to start to play a little bit tighter.
Yeah, exactly. And credit to the Warriors. I mean, we talked about it. This is a Gallatin team that all of their wins are blowouts. And so the Warriors being down by 7 against a team that's won by 50, 40, 30, and most of them 20 or 15, 20. That's impressive that they've kept this that close. You're hoping, if you're a Warrior fan, you're just hoping that the Bulldogs continue to shoot poorly from the field, and that the Warriors cut down on the offensive rebounds they've given up and the turnovers. And, hey, if they do that and Bulldogs keep shooting poorly from the field, Albany could have a big upset here in this one. You just never know.
We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy, To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield, we're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so don't miss the shot. Make the clutch play at Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts on the west side of the square in Albany. From fresh flower bouquets to sweet candy bouquets, they've got gifts that score every time. Check out several new tumblers and unique gift boxes that are total slam dunks. Don't wait for the buzzer. Beat the clock and bring home the win this Valentine's Day with Briar Patch Flowers and Gifts. When it's game time for love, Briar Patch delivers.
22-15, Gallatin has the lead here as we enter the second half of play. It will be Albany basketball. Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. For the Warriors, they will start out with Samuel Papa, Barrett Worrell, Dalton Worrell, Jace Palmer, and Shane Miller. And for Gallatin, they will start out with Johnson as well as Donovan, Bird, Wilmus, and Olberg. Barrett Worrell to bring the ball across midcourt here for Dalton Worrell. Trying to pass it inside. Shea Miller picks up the deflected pass, gets it in for Dalton Worrell. His shot too strong as it goes over the glass. He was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Bringing it across, Johnson over to the left wing for Olberg. And in the corner now for Wilmus. Back up top to Johnson into the corner, all alone. Jack Donovan from three, knocks it down. We said they probably wouldn't go 0 for 12. They hit the first one out of the gate here to start out the second half.
Yeah, that's not an encouraging sign if you're wanting the Warriors to have a chance to win this game.
Barrett Worrell with the basketball. High post for Shea Miller. Miller leaves it off for Dalton Worrell. Got his defender in the air. Now needs somewhere to go with it. Hits it off the back of Shea Miller. Somehow he's still able to pick it up and gets it off here for Barrett Worrell up at the top of the key.
Warriors have two near misses with turnovers in the past two possessions.
Barrett will drive and will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. Foul will go against Olberg. That will be his second, team's first. Barrett will hit the first free throw. Second attempt upcoming here from Barrett Worrell. It is good as he'll hit them both. 25-17, Gallatin with the lead. A minute gone already here in the second half of play. Bryce Johnson right wing for Wilmus. Back to Wilmus right wing, down to Olberg on the block. In for Wilmus, who makes the cut and hits the little floater for two on the runner. 12 points on the night here for Wilmus as his team leads by 10. Papa back for Dalton Worrell. Dribbles all the way in, leaves it short. Miller there on the putback for two. 27-19, an 8-point Gallatin lead. Donovan again from three. Knocks down his second. 2 for 2 from behind the arc here in the second half for Gallatin after 0 for 12 in the first. Barrett Worrell gets it across midcourt. Backdoor cut for Jace Palmer. Euro steps around the defender, can't get the shot to go. Shea Miller with the rebound, back up top for Barrett Worrell. He'll dribble in amongst the trees, goes up and is going to pick up the foul. Will go to line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think that was a foul. Got the guy in the air and then went up and absorbed the contact. I mean, you used to see people do that in the NBA all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as long as you don't jump into them, but if you go straight up and they land down on you, that's a foul.
First free throw here from Barrett Worrell is good. Second attempt from Barrett is good as he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line here to start out this third quarter. 9-point Gallatin lead here, 30-21, 5:45 left to play in the third. Olberg left wing, back up top for Johnson, back to Olberg left wing. Dribbles in, right wing, Donovan again from 3. 3 in a row as he's heating up from behind the arc.
Yeah, Warriors might, I don't know how long they can stay in this zone, or at least leaving him open. Somebody may need to pay some extra attention to him because he's come out and hit 3 back to back to back.
He's got 13 now in the ball game as a timeout going to be called here by the Warriors. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
33-21 is the lead here in favor of the Bulldogs. And 11 points already here from Gallatin in the second half, 9 of which coming from the hot hand of Jack Donovan, the senior from behind the arc. Albany basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Miller down to Jace Palmer. Trying to get it back up top for Barrett Worrell, stolen away by Johnson. Takes it, misses it off the backboard. Rebound picked up here by Dalton Worrell. Dalton high post over to the right wing for Samuel Papa. Down to the baseline for Jace Palmer. Palmer back up top for Papa. Papa top of the key. 4:40 left to play here in the third. Into the corner for Barrett Worrell. He'll put up a shot from 3. Misses short. Rebound pulled in by Johnson.
Taking a big gamble there, not getting a hand up on Barrett, but paid off.
Barrett will get the foul on the drive. It'll be his second, team's first.
Second personal, first team foul.
Donovan will inbounds here for Johnson. Over to the left wing with it now for Olberg. Driving in Donovan. He's going to be tied up there by Miller. Jump ball stays here with Gallatin as Emery will check in here for Olberg with 4:17 left to play in the third. Wilmus will inbounds for Johnson. Back to Wilmus as he left all alone and puts it in for 2.
Same inbounds play that got him on earlier where Wilmus just inbounds it to Johnson, and Johnson goes right back to him.
That one on the pass from Palmer hits off the leg there of Barrett Worrell as it goes out of bounds. And first turnover there by the Warriors. Johnson, top of the key, sends it right wing for Wilmus. Up top for Emery. Bird inside for Johnson, back to Wilmus. Drives, and he's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. Foul will go against Shea Miller. It'll be his second, team second.
Second personal, second team foul. Gavin Willis to the line, 2 throws.
Wilmus will hit on the first. Shea Miller will check out as Zayden Palmer checks in.
Back in the game for Albany, number 1, Zayden Palmer.
And hitting them both, there will be Wilmus. He's got 16 in the ball game. His team leads 37-21, 3:43 left to play in the third. Barrett Worrell loses it. Picked up here by Reed Emery. Down to Bird, back to Wilmus. Baseline. Hits off the top of the backboard, tipped around, picked up here by Dalton Worrell. Dalton tries to drive coast to coast, can't get the shot to fall. He will pick up a foul and go to the line to shoot 2. As picking up the foul will be Sullivan Bird. It'll be his second, team's third.
Second personal, third team foul. Dalton Worrell at the line, 2 throws.
Dalton will miss on the first. Shea Miller will check in here for Barrett Worrell. Dalton will hit on the second. 37-22, a 15-point lead for Gallatin. Price Johnson, right wing. Dribbles in, but a foul called on the floor. It'll go against Zayden Palmer. It will be his second, team's third.
Cheeseburgers, hot dogs, and hamburgers. $1 while supply lasts.
Wilmus to inbounds for Johnson.
Last foul's on Zayden Palmer, his second, third team foul.
Wilmus drives, and he's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. Will go to line to shoot 2.
Hey, you've seen Wilmus here the past couple possessions. He's just getting right to the rim and going straight into the Warrior contact, and it's led to 2 trips to the line here, pretty much back to back.
Dalton Worrell will pick up his first, team's fourth. As Wilmus will miss the first off back iron. Checking in for Gallatin will be Ty Dowell as he'll check in here for Donovan. Second free throw from Wilmus is good. 38-22, it's a 16-point lead for the Bulldogs of Gallatin over the Warriors of Albany. 3:05 left to play here in the third. Jace Palmer will get the basketball across midcourt. Shea Miller with it in the corner. Miller at the high post is going to be tied up as Reed Emery will tie him up. Jump ball stays with the Warriors.
And Gallatin's just really good at getting a hand in the passing lane, tying up the ball. They've just done a really nice job with that this game.
No real height for Gallatin, but just a lot of length all around for each player as Jace Palmer down to the block, spins, goes up, and has it rejected away by Wilmus. Bird in transition, puts it up off glass for 2.
Yep.
40-22, an 18-7 run here for Gallatin in this third quarter.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's been a good run here for Gallatin, and they kind of separated themselves here.
Dalton Worrell with the basketball for Zayden Palmer. Spins his way on the baseline. Up top for Papa. Out to Miller into the corner for Jace Palmer. He'll drive baseline into the corner to Papa. And he's going to be tripped up here by Johnson. The foul against Johnson, his second, team's fourth. Each team will be in the bonus here for the final 2:03 of the third quarter. Donovan as well as Rogers will check in here for Gallatin as Johnson and Bird will check out. Trying to get it down to Miller, pass just off the mark as 3 players kind of collide, as I believe Shea Miller kind of more took out his own teammate Barrett Worrell. It'll stay here with Albany, with underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the third. Samuel Papa to inbounds here for the Warriors. Out to Jace Palmer. Samuel Papa with the basketball, and they're going to get a foul called here against Gallatin. It'll send Samuel Papa to the line for 2 free throws. As the foul goes against Wilmus, it will be his first, team's fifth. First free throw from Samuel Papa is good. Zayden Palmer will check in for his brother Jace. Second free throw from Papa is good, as it'll hit them both. He's got 7 in the ball game for the Warriors. They trail, though, 40-24 here to Gallatin. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Rogers with the basketball up top for Wilmus. Back to Rogers. To Reed Emery, deep right wing, shot from 3, knocks it down.
Well, we've had 2 extremes. In the first half, the Bulldogs couldn't hit anything, and now they just can't seem to miss from beyond the arc.
4 for 4 here in this third quarter from behind the arc for Gallatin after starting the game 0 for 12. Dalton Worrell going to be fouled at the top of the key. Picking up the foul here for Gallatin is going to be Will Rogers. It'll be his first.
I don't know if Dalton got caught a kick to the head there or not, but you can see he's kind of frustrated. And
the question is, are they going to give him 2 shots? They're going to say he was in the act of shooting. They're going to give him 3 shots here.
Can't say I really blame him. Really, I mean.
It'll be 3 shots upcoming here for Dalton.
Kind of boot to the head, and guy doesn't even ask if you're all right or anything.
Yeah. Dalton misses on the first. So 2 more free throws upcoming for Dalton, as they say he was in that act of shooting there at the top of the key. Misses on the second. As checking in will be Jace Palmer for Shea Miller. And checking in for Wilmus is going to be Cord Endicott. Emery will check out as well, as checking back in will be Johnson. And Dalton Worrell misses all 3.
Yeah, it's tough. When you miss the first 2, you kind of start to put pressure on yourself. Well, I can't miss all 3, and then you can kind of overthink it.
Johnson, top of the key, sends it over to the left wing. With it, driving in Donovan. He is going to get the bucket and the foul. Our foul is going to go against Barrett Worrell. It will be his third. And Donovan finishes off the 3-point play. He's got 16 in the ball game here for the Bulldogs. Dalton Worrell to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Warriors. His team trails 46-24. Finds Jace Palmer down inside, can't finish. Papa on the rebound. Finds Dalton Worrell inside, goes up, and he's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you can see the Warriors getting a little frustrated here. Gallatin is a physical team, and when you have a team that's physical, oftentimes stuff can get missed just because, I mean, you're not going to call a foul on everything.
Exactly.
And so I think that the Warriors feel like they're getting fouled quite a bit, and they're just getting a little frustrated. You can see it on their faces.
Foul goes against Endicott. That is his first, as Dalton will hit the first. Checking back in will be Bird. The second for Dalton banks in and rims in, and then Shea Miller will check in here for Barrett Worrell. Just 6 points on the night here for Dalton as his team trails 46-26, a 20-point Gallatin lead. Johnson sends it over to the left wing here for Rogers. Up top to Donovan. As the Warriors now in a man-to-man defense court. Endicott from just in front of the three-point line. Can't get it to go. Palmer on the rebound.
First miss for Gallatin from beyond the arc this half.
That one was actually just inside.
Okay.
As Rogers with the basketball going to be called for the travel after the steal. It's not ruined their shooting percentage yet.
I was going to say, we might have a case of 0% from 3 one half and 100% the next.
Yeah.
Of course, they've only shot 4 shots, where they shot 12 in the first half. But still, I mean, you don't really see that a lot.
Yeah. Dalton Worrell drives down to the block. Too strong off glass, tipped around. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. 46-26, Gallatin with a 20-point lead. They'll have the basketball to start the fourth quarter when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Gallatin basketball to start out the fourth quarter of play. With the basketball is Donovan on the nice pick and roll. Putting it in there for 2 is the senior Olberg. His first points here on senior night is Jace Palmer with the basketball. Back out top for Miller. High post for Dalton Worrell. Spins around, knocks it down. And driving and picking up the foul. Here is going to be Wilmus.
And Gallatin's just so good at backdoor cutting, and then they're really also good at sensing the cuts and seeing it and giving it to them. They've just done a really nice job of that.
Foul goes against Zayden Palmer, his third, team's fourth, as Wilmus unable to finish off the three-point play. Dalton Worrell gets it across midcourt, stripped away from behind, picked up here by Zayden Palmer. Up top for Papa. Goes up and is going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 as Reed Emery picks up the foul. It'll be his second, team's first. Papa will hit on the first. And we'll hit them both. (50-30), a 20-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Emery with the basketball. Sends it up top for Olberg into the corner to Johnson. Backdoor cut for Olberg on the pick and roll, and Olberg will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2.
But yeah, pick and roll's getting the Warriors here in this one, and they were a little bit late getting there and just had to foul Olberg.
Foul will go against Shea Miller. It'll be his third, team second. Olberg will miss off back iron on the first. Hits on the second. As Barrett Worrell will check back in here for Zayden Palmer. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter of play. It's a 21-point lead in favor of the Bulldogs of Gallatin. Trying to get the ball inbounds here for Shea Miller, and tipped out of bounds here off of Olberg. I think Gallatin coach can have the checks. The coaches, or have the refs talk about it. It is going to go to Gallatin.
So nobody saw it except the guy on the other side of the court. That's That's what just happened there.
Emery up top for Johnson. Gets it for Wilmus. Wilmus right wing into the corner for Donovan up top. With it for Emery. To Johnson. Trying to send it down to Wilmus on the block. His shot off the mark, tipped around. Papa will pull in the rebound. Barrett Worrell gets the ball across midcourt into the corner for Dalton. Dalton Worrell back over to the right wing here for Palmer. Palmer drives in, goes up, and he's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to go against Wilmus. It'll just be his second, team second. First from Palmer, misses off back iron. Emery will check out as Bird will check back in here for Gallatin. Albany tonight from the free throw line, 14 for 24. Gallatin, though, 11 for 21. So neither team really gaining the advantage from the free throw line tonight as Jace will hit his second. So back to a 20-point Gallatin lead, 51-31. 6:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Olberg up top for Wilmus. Trying to leave it off for Bird. Back up top for Donovan. Right wing for Olberg. Down to Wilmus on the block. Lost it. Picked up here by Olberg. Out for Johnson. Trying to send it in for Bird. Stolen away here by the Warriors. As Dalton Worrell with the basketball. Into the corner, Miller finds Palmer inside. Goes up off glass for two. Back in transition, Bird puts it up off glass for two. Dalton Worrell with the basketball here for the Warriors. Spins, loses it, sends it back up top for Barrett Worrell. He'll drive through, and a foul going to be called here on the drive. Foul is going to go against Price Johnson. It will be his third, team's third.
Been a lot of fouls here so far in this quarter.
Shea Miller will check out as Zayden Palmer will check in. Pop it inbounds here for Albany. Dalton Worrell on the baseline. Drives in on the baseline, has it rejected away. Picked back up top by Jace Palmer. He'll dribble in. Goes right at Wilmus and is going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two.
I thought for a second they weren't going to give him that. That was a little bit of a late whistle, but of course it was the right call.
Foul will go against Wilmus, his third, team's fourth. So Warriors will be shooting free throws here for the final 5:03 here in the fourth quarter. Palmer will hit on the first. And Palmer will hit both free throws. 53-35, 5 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Gallatin with the lead in the basketball. Sullivan Bird up top with it here for Wilmus. Pass to Olberg just off the mark. He's able to run it down on the wing. Back up top for Donovan. Over to Johnson, right wing. Bird, high post. Inside for Olberg. The senior going right at the freshman, Zayden Palmer. And a little baby hook falls in for Olberg as he's got 5 now in the ball game.
Yeah, Olberg did just back him down. He said, I'm not going to be denied. And he with a tough finish.
Barrett Worrell drives in, can't get the shot to go, and Dalton Worrell going to be called for the foul on the rebound. The foul on Dalton is just his second, team's third. Johnson, top of the key, sends it over to the left wing. With it now for Donovan, backdoor for Olberg. Tipped out of his hands there by Zayden Palmer. Stays with Gallatin. 55-35, a 20-point Gallatin lead, 4:05 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Johnson will inbounds up top for Wilmus. Drives in, and he's going to be fouled on his way up. It'll go against Dalton Worrell. It'll be his third, team's fourth.
Albany foul number 12, Dalton Worrell, third personal, 14 foul.
They call it on the floor as the pass comes up to Wilmus, top of the key. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Donovan inside, loses it, picked up by Palmer. Finds Worrell baseline. Can't knock it down. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson trying to leave it off. That time for Donovan. Can't finish, but he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Nice pass there by Johnson to find Donovan.
Foul will go here against Zayden Palmer. It'll be his fourth.
Jack Donovan's at the line. 2 shots.
Donovan will hit on the first free throw as Shea Miller will check in here for Jace Palmer. Second free throw attempt here from Donovan. He is good as he'll hit them both. 57-35 is the lead here for the Bulldogs. 3:35 left to play here in the fourth. Samuel Papa dribbles in, off glass for 2. He's got double digits now with 11. Johnson for Olberg, left wing. Finds a cutting Donovan who puts it up off glass. He's got 20 now in the ball game.
And Donovan's really taken over this second half.
He's got 20 points, 15 of which have come in this second half. Barrett Worrell, left wing 3. Can't get it to fall. Wilmus on the rebound. Over left wing for Johnson. Down to Olberg on the block. Again, going right at the freshman. Can't get the shot to fall. Gets his own rebound and then going to be fouled as Shea Miller picks up the foul.
Palmer tried to take a charge there, but you really have to try and do it the minute that he kind of, I don't know what the word is, whenever he comes barreling into you, that's when you need to do it. He kind of did a little bit late there.
Miller picked up his fourth as Jace Palmer will check in as the first. Misses on back iron there for Olberg as Zayden Palmer checks out as Jace Palmer checks in. The seniors will come off the floor here for Gallatin. Staying out will be Olberg for the moment. Checking in, it'll be Cord Endicott, Will Rogers, Cam Clevenger. Also checking in is Cole Chrisman. Olberg will miss on the second. Jace Palmer with the rebound, gets it over to the right wing here for Barrett Worrell. He'll drive down to the block, puts it up off glass for 2. Bringing it across midcourt, here is Clevenger. He'll have it up at the top of the key for Gallatin. Up top for Rogers. Back to Clevenger. Right wing for Olberg. Spins. Misses off glass and then tipped out of bounds here off Albany. And Olberg will now come off the court. Checking in will be Ty Dow.
Also checking in for Gallatin, number 5,
Inbounds for Rogers, who puts it up off glass for 2 as the Warriors fell asleep defensively there on the inbounds. 61-39, Gallatin with the lead underneath. 2 minutes left to play in the fourth. Samuel Papa to the baseline here for Shea Miller. Jace Palmer, left wing 3. Rims out, rebound. Pulled in here by Gallatin. Clevenger gets the ball across midcourt for Dowell, left wing. Drives. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound made by Chrisman, and he'll get the bucket and the foul. Foul will go against Dalton Worrell. It'll be his fourth. Zayden Palmer will check in here for Shea Miller. As checking in now for Gallatin will be Tyler King and Blake Bonderer. Chrisman can't get the second free throw to go. Bonderer over at the rebound, the putback. They're going to call a foul here. There's an inadvertent whistle here, I believe. They said that it was supposed to be 2 free throws. But he hit the first, so it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go to Albany, which takes away a point, or 2 points there away from Chrisman and the foul, or Bonderer in the foul. Unfortunate for that young man.
Yeah.
Barrett Worrell, top of the key. Jace Palmer, baseline. Trying to send it back up top for Barrett. Stolen away here by Tyler King. He'll take it. Can't get the shot to go off glass. Bonderer again. This time has a shot blocked. In transition, Samuel Papa loses it. And picked up that time by Will Rogers. Rogers with the basketball. Left wing, Chrisman from 3, misses off back iron. And it's going to go out of bounds here off of Gallatin. .50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. 63-39. Gallatin with the lead. They're going to come away with the victory tonight here over the Warriors. Palmer on the block, goes up, and he's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be called here against Tyler King. It'll be his first. I take that back. They're going to put it against Cole Chrisman. That's his first. As the first from Jace Palmer rims out. Second attempt here from Palmer. Misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Rogers. Quickly ahead, up for King. Can't get it to go, and then foul called here against Bonderer. Will send, again, Jace Palmer to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw attempt. And he'll make the first. And hits them both as he's got 9 in the ball game for the Warriors. 63-41. 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Rogers with it right wing, sends it into the corner for King. Bonderer, shot off the mark, rebound pulled in here by Barrett Worrell. And a foul going to be called here against Gallatin. It's going to go against Cam Clevenger as Barrett Worrell will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw from Barrett is good. Could make it a 20-point ball game here with just underneath 10 seconds left if it can hit the second. Rims out, rebound picked up here by Rogers. And going to dribble it out. Here is Cam Clevenger, 63-42. Gallatin picks up the victory here tonight on senior night. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's Winner's Circle, Trophies and Awards North. Player of the game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
63-42 is the final tonight here for Gallatin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game. For Gallatin, they shoot 23 for 58 from the field tonight, 4 for 17 from behind the three-point arc, 13 for 26 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Jack Donovan with 20 points. Gavin Williams tonight with 19. 7 points tonight for Sullivan Bird, 5 points tonight for Jackson Olberg, and then it was 3 points tonight for Reed Emery, 2 points tonight for Will Rogers and Cole Chrisman. For Albany, they shoot 10 for 33 from the field, 2 for 6 from behind the three-point arc, 20 for 33 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Barrett Worrell with 12 points, 11 points tonight for Samuel Papa, 9 points for Jace Palmer, 8 points for Dalton Worrell, 2 points on the night for Shea Miller. And Brett, we had a couple of decisions tonight for our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game, but I think really it was Jackson Donovan in that second half as he finishes the night with 20 points, 15 coming in that second half, and came out with 3 quick three-pointers and really kind of put Gallatin in the driver's seat there early in that second half.
Yeah, we talked about at halftime that you didn't really think that Gallatin was going to go 0 for 12 or even 0 for anything from 3 in the second half, and they didn't. Donovan came through with 3 early threes, and that kind of catapulted them on their run in the third quarter, which really separated them from the Warriors. It's a good win for them. They're going to be able to clinch the Grand River Conference with the win against Maysville, so they're looking really good at the later part of the season. They've looked great all year, and that continued here tonight. But, credit to the Warriors. They were in it up to halftime. I thought they guarded well in the first half and just kind of did just enough to keep it close. But there's a reason why Gallatin has the record they have, why they're undefeated in conference play. It's because they're really good. They're obviously one of the favorites to come through out of our district. That's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. They're obviously in the running for the 1 seed right now. But they still have to beat Maysville, and a loss to Maysville would kind of make things interesting because Maysville would have a win over Gallatin, but Albany would have 2 wins over Maysville. So it would be interesting. Not sure I would predict that, but it's certainly a possibility. So it should be fun. But credit to Gallatin for a good win tonight. But I think also the Warriors deserve at least a little bit of credit tonight. Of course, they didn't really rebound that well tonight, but they somehow, and they turned the ball over quite a bit, but they somehow kept it close there for a half. So, credit to them. This is the tough part of their schedule for sure. They played Princeton Friday and Gallatin tonight, and it doesn't get it gets a little bit easier, but not a whole lot easier the last 3 games. So we'll see how they finish the season.
Yeah, they'll have another district game coming up before the district seedings meeting on Friday. They'll play on Thursday night at home against East Atchison for their senior night. And then again next week it'll be on the road Tuesday at South Harrison. Then their final game of the season will be at home the next Friday against Platte Valley before they start district play the next week at St. Joseph Christian. Again, for myself, Jared Rolvis, and color analyst and cameraman tonight, Brett Williams. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, the Albany Hy-V, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Main Street Albany, Albany Booster Club, Albany and Gallatin School Districts, and the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. So long and good night tonight here from Gallatin.